Jésù nìyẹn. Ìdákúrò lè gbàjà Ìbàdàn ṣùgbọ́n gentle woman ní àìdààmú. Ọlọ́run tó gbàgbọ́, Jésù tó gbàgbọ́ á máa jẹ́ Ọlọ́run rẹ̀. Bó ṣe ṣe 70th lẹ́yìn, wàá ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé, wàá ṣe 80, wàá ṣe 90. Tí Jésù bá fa bíbọ ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn, wàá ṣe 100. Tí Jésù fi máa di òní rí dààmú, ojú ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣáì ló wà máa ṣáì. On behalf of the King of Ibadan land, Kábíyèsí o, Olúbàdàn of Ìbàdàn, Bàbá wa, His Imperial Majesty, Ọlálékan, Maud Balógun, wọ́n ní ká kí ẹ kú oríire o, oríire náà bá ìdálẹ́ o. Praise the Lord, congratulations.
I had to leave everything I was doing in England and attend this ceremony because she's an exceptional friend. We've started from where we are very, very young, and up to now, most of the time, I had not had my papers from home. She went solely to represent me in my home. On behalf of Yabo, she went there and said, I came to represent my friend Yabo because she's not here to celebrate Mommy's burial. From that day, I said, anything she's doing, no matter how busy I am, I will come round. I was so busy and tickets were skyrocketing. But I told the children, I have to sit. I have to be a sister goes there. No matter, even if it's 10 million, you have to buy these tickets. I have to come here. And I'm glad everything went.
You're always there for us, praying for us, wishing us well. Auntie Makoya, because that one we ṣé kò lè jù tó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ ṣé kò sí wàhálà àdúrà lè fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́ àdúrà náà lè gbẹ̀yìn lágbára náà you continue to grow stronger in good health and you continue to be there for us ẹ̀jẹ̀ pẹ̀ fún wa may the Lord be with you always and by the grace of God you just started your wishes will come true. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú you. Thank you so much for being such a beautiful soul, your beautiful insight.
The MC has recognized a lot of people, and the time is fast spent. So permit me to stand on the existing protocol. But before we do that, I would like everybody to be upstanding. I want to observe 1 minute silence in honor of the late husband of the celebrant of today, late Chief Francis Adebule Oni, and also the father, the big Oni father, he is also late. Please be upstanding. Let us have Chief Theophilus Adediran Oni. Please be upstanding and let's observe 1 minute silence in honor of this great people. Woman, a family woman, a great mother, an icon. I celebrate you. You are very religious. You know, when somebody saw me standing up, he said, don't talk too much. I said, I hear you. But I will talk. Because this woman is a very religious woman. You can see the grace of God shining in her life. You know, she gave me about 6 months notice to this. I was supposed to have traveled, but because of you, I am here today. Congratulations. My regards from my husband, His Royal Majesty, Oba Adebayo Akonde, MFR. I'm also
here present this evening are the members of the Mental Old Student Association. Thank you, Mama. Yes, please. Sweet. According to the tradition of the 110 years old Ibadan School, the highest honor the association can give 10-year sings praises to the Lord and shout for joy with one accord, all us from far and near. Remember now that glorious day at Okea's gate, whence we came forth and sang we have here the...
You're so kind and you're so beautiful today. We love you so much and that's why we are all here. Once again, happy birthday. We wish you many more years. Continue to do great things, Auntie. We love you. Happy birthday.
To the class, thank you, sir. Thank you. To the class set president, Senior George Ford. What do you say?
My dear Joe, you know you are the lifeblood of our class. You know how much we appreciate you. We are here in strength today on your 70th birthday. We wish you many more years. As usual, we have a small presentation today which I will read to you about the Grammar School Student Association in Susa. Please, it's a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
I'm supposed to give the toast, but I thought this was a good opportunity to also share very few things about my mom. And some she'll be hearing for the first time. So, there are three things that I have known about the celebrant for the many years that I've been alive and being her son. The first one is that she loves God. From my very childhood days when we were really little, I remember her favorite tips then of Fumi Arabaye. It still rings a bell in my head till today. So she loves God, and that's certain. Secondly, I know that she loves her kids dearly. And I'll just share with everyone. There's a song we normally sing, but I think I'll use that. It may not be appropriate, but I'll go. For she's a jolly good fellow. For she's a jolly good fellow. And so is all of us. Hooray! And so is all of us. And so is all of us. For she's a jolly good fellow. For she's a jolly good fellow. For she's a jolly good fellow. And so is all of us. Congratulations, Mom.
Moi, je suis chérie François Vélo, épouse Famode, directrice du show Chérie de Bois. Je suis dans la vente des produits cosmétiques et des habits de luxe. Chers invités, je suis très heureuse que vous ayez assisté à l'anniversaire de notre chère maman, son Jean, Axel. Son 10e année. Maman du fond du cœur, je vous souhaite, maman, le meilleur de ma très chère maman, Gold Roche. Merci Merci à tout le monde. Merci, 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 merci. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde.
Applaudissez. Merci. Madam Sherifa, George is a sweet mother. Am I correct? I remember I had sweet mother in there.
She's here with the family. Sajoko, we have known her even in her teenage years. In case no one knows, my brother Craven snatched her. She was under 20, and we were all there. Precisely, she was 18 years. And we were all there championing her case because she was the most psychedelic auntie we've ever known. And we kept telling our brother he must choose her. So all the little siblings, we were all on her side, cheering her on. But I must say, if you are searching for a sister-in-law, the sister-in-law of all sister-in-laws, today, the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren of the late Chief T.A. Oni will be here simply because of the role Sajoko has played in all our lives. Our older brothers, our older sisters, the younger ones, the children, the grandchildren, Sajoko is there for each and every one of us. There is no Iyawo.
sọ fẹ́ni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ sọ fún.
high time for you. You have to go to Dubai to go and have a rest. So I'm sorry to let you know that Auntie Joko, I will not be there for the birthday. Because since 2019, I had promised to say, Mommy, you are going to be there for me and you are going to be the special guest of honor. But I promise you, I am going to send somebody, that is my brother's wife, to represent me. So, Auntie Joko, I pray that you don't miss me much. You are going to have a very lovely birthday. Because I know you are a woman in a man's clothing. You are a man of the people, a woman of the people. I know all the Lagosians they are going to be there for you. Auntie Joko, I wish you a very beautiful birthday. You are going to celebrate 70 now. You will celebrate 80. You will celebrate 90. You will celebrate 100. You will celebrate 110. You will celebrate the biblical age of 120 years. I pray for you. I'm not there, but my spirit is there for you. Because I...
When the righteousness are true, the people rejoice. When the wicked is untrue, so my sovereign save Nigeria. Don't let us die. Save Nigeria. I'm not the one that played. You're the fight them.
Persons who are contributed. I also acknowledge that the persons who are against the protest have such rights. But when people are against the protest are actually now.
If I die today, I will die no more. Today, tomorrow, no day. I will die no more. I die no more now. Today. If I die today, I don't die now.
To come and intimidate us. We have always told them that protests generally are peaceful. Yes. It is only when the states, either through their forces, yes, that is the police, yes, the army, the SSS, yes, or through their hired dogs, yes, intervene in the protest that turns protest to violence. Yes. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Yes. We do not want Nigeria to burn. Yes. We want peace. Yes. What we are asking for, yes, is that the anti-people policies that have turned our people to beggars on the road should be reversed. We want a reversal of the... We want a reversal. Number 4, the tertiary institutions, yes, across Nigeria, all over, from UI to Obafemi Awolowo University, yes, to Uni Ilorin, to University of Lagos, to Unical, and all polytechnics and colleges of education and monotechnics. All over. Polytechnic as well. And polytechnics as well. Yes. We say that the right to education is a fundamental right. Yes. And Nigeria is rich enough, yes, to fund public, good quality education. Yes. And so, their fraud called student loan. We say complete no to student loan. No.
Benjamin Hundeyin confirmed that protesters in Lagos have so far been peaceful. Yes. So the attacks on us was unwarranted, whether by the states or non-state actors. This is the information we need to bring to public clear. And we are insisting that protest remains a fundamental right. It is an inalienable right that cannot be taken away from Nigerians. Our demands are legitimate.
Yes.
The only person who should, if you are against the call for good governance, something has to be very wrong with you.
Yes.
If you are against the call to end bad governance, then you need to have yourself checked.
Yes.
Because every one of us, we are suffering.
Yes.
No matter the amount of money you have been mobilized with. When they're giving them jobs and employment, they are being used against their fellow countrymen. We are here as fellow young people, as fellow oppressed people, and we are saying no to bad governance. We are saying young people deserve free and qualitative education.
Yes.
We are saying everybody deserve decent employment.
Yes.
Young people that are being paid to foment violence, they do not deserve being weaponized. They deserve to be given jobs. They deserve to be given employment. What we are saying is that government should reverse the policy of subsidy removal. Every one of us deserve to live in a country where we can feel safe, both economically.
Let it be on record. Today, anything that happens to us, anything that happens to the young people gathered here, just seeking for a fair share at the table of governance in this country, let it be on record that those in Abuja have no conscience and have decided to mortgage our lives.
All right.
World, from the US to the UK, to the Far East, to the Middle East, and Nigerians, especially the ones that are congregated in Lagos here, have shown to the world how cultured, how matured, how progressive to come out and protest those policies.
Yes.
Protests have always been peaceful.
Yes,
it is all until the police, the army, or the thugs intervene to suppress it before it becomes violent. And just as we have told our brothers in uniform, just as we have said it, that we are here also for your own future. But Nigerian police are one of the most underpaid in the world. You go to police barracks, you see the condition to which our brothers and sisters, because Nigerian police are also drawn from the Nigerian populace. Let us go ahead with our program. Let us go ahead, let us continue. We will not give in to distraction. As I was saying, us into the park by telling us to leave the road, and we told them that only the service lane, a small portion of the service lane, was being obstructed, and that we will remain peaceful. And that was our defense, to which they agreed. The second altercation occurred when we noticed that hired thugs were about moving into the same venue with us, and we know very well that the thugs would definitely attack us. So we went onto the police to tell them that yes, we told you earlier that we will remain peaceful. Why will you allow hired thugs to enter into that same place? That was what caused that agitation, and after we addressed the press, we showed it to the world that in the presence of the police, this hired armed thug came into our venue, and the police did nothing to it, that we will hold them responsible if this protest turns violent. So that was how those thugs later left.
The stage continues undiluted. On this basis, please, I need us to give ourselves 3 Gosa.
Gosa! Gosa! Gosa!
I'm not ready, Gosa.
Gosa! Gosa! Gosa!
I swear, I don't tire.
We don't tire!
I swear.
We don't tire! We are
Gosa!
Gosa! Gosa!
And the greater Nigeria people. We need maximum decorum because we are going to be taking an important decision here, and we want us to. They were the one who attacked them. And I'm also happy to announce to you that the person that was brutally beaten yesterday is here with us today. We are still going to present him to the Nigerian public. We are going to have a press conference, a world press conference. And this conference we have today to report the Nigerian government to the whole world. So just hold on. Before we get to that, what we need to decide here and now, democratically, is what we want to do here today. And I want everybody to contribute to this discussion. Remember, we did it yesterday. What we want us to discuss now, this Congress, ODA is a one-item agenda Congress. The police are saying that they cannot guarantee our safety here outside. And to demonstrate that to us, they allowed a group of people to invade here to threaten for our D-Day. I understand how security works.
So that's why I want to. That's why I want to.
Testing.
You can see the story is straight.
In 2012, and that was why this park was named Freedom Park. This was where the Nigerian people struggled. It was a symbol. We fought and we won. Our voices were loud. So it doesn't really matter if we are here. The people, as a matter of fact, most of the commuters here, they are ordinary people. In 2020, when we had answers, we were at the government house, Lagos State House of Assembly. We barricaded the place. And when we felt that was not enough, we went to the airport. Do you know why we went to the airport? We want to reach people to feel it.
It's the news hour on Biscon Television. I'm Stella Opara. Thank you for joining us again. First, the headlines. On the national scene, we'll combat illicit financial flows, says President Tinubu. Military vows to take action if protest escalates. In business news, Dangote refinery to gulp 1.7 trillion naira crude monthly, report shows. On the foreign scene, slain Hamas leader Haniyeh buried in Qatar amid vows of revenge against Israel. And in the world of sports, clubs release new signings as fans anticipate 2024 and 2025 Premier League season. Now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu. Now the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, led by the South-South leader, Chief Edwin Clark, has hailed the people of the Niger Delta region, especially leaders of ethnic youth organizations, community-based and civil society groups, as well as activists, ex-agitators, and youths in general, for maintaining peace in the Niger Delta region during the nationwide protests. In a statement on Friday by its National Publicity Secretary, Dr. Ken Robinson, PANDEF said in light of reports of looting, destruction and loss of lives in some parts of the country, PANDEF urges the protesters in some states of the region to end their protest to prevent criminal elements from hijacking the process and causing disruptions to the relative peace in the region. The group further called on government at all levels to take necessary and urgent steps to address the difficulties citizens are facing. As the End Bad Governance protest gained momentum across the country on its second day, protesters in Lagos State regrouped outside Gani Fawayemi Freedom Park and continued to push forward their demands, despite initial frictions with police and other groups who attempted to confine them within the park. Assistant Commissioner of Police for Lagos State, Mr. Paul Okafo, addressed participants, reminding them about safety and the need to be law-abiding. Diverse, mostly Gen Z crowd sang and danced together in camaraderie at regular intervals.
I'm here with my colleagues, lawyers. We are the ones that have offered free legal representation to all protesters in the Lagos State and even other parts of the country. So this is just a representative of our group. We have over 50 lawyers who have volunteered to defend protesters and secure.
Nigerian police wanted to confine us into the park by telling us to leave the road. And we told them that only the service lane, a small portion of the service lane, was being obstructed, and that we will remain peaceful. And that was our defense, to which they agreed. The second altercation occurred when we noticed that hired thugs were about moving into the same venue with us, and we know very well that the thugs would definitely attack us. So we went onto the police to tell them that yes,
this is Biscon Politics. Now, Governor Abba Yusuf says the violence that marred End Bad Governance protest in Kano was caused by hoodlums loyal to the deposed Emir Aminu Ado Bayero and Turks sponsored by the ruling All Progressives Congress. The government house was breached by armed youths setting bonfires outside the precinct of the building after gaining access to the premises. Mr. Abbas said the thousands of peaceful protesters had gathered in front of the government house to submit their letter of grievances, but said the event turned violent quickly when hoodlums wielding weapons suddenly appeared from Gidan Nasarawa, which is the palace housing Emir Bayero, who was sacked some months ago by Mr. Abba, and began to approach the government house and subsequently launched attacks on security personnel upon their arrival. Now, the leadership of the Labour Party noted that the party is not moved by the decision of some of its members to dump the party. The party also alleged that some of its members dumping the party were working for the opposition parties to create crisis in the Labour Party. The National Legal Advisor of the party, Kende Ndu, in an interview with newsmen, said the exit of some bigwigs had rather opened the way for more notable and committed personalities to come into the party. The National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Obiora Ifo, also shared a sentiment when he said they had no doubts the internal strife in the party was being sponsored by external forces. That's all of Biscon Politics.
Welcome back. You're watching Biscon Television News. Now to foreign news. Hamas top leader Ismail Haniyeh was buried in Qatar on Friday, following his assassination in the Iranian capital Tehran, and his possible successor told mourners his death would only make the Palestinian militant group more determined in its struggle against Israel. Haniye's death was one in a series of killings of senior Hamas figures as the war in Gaza between Hamas and Israel nears its 11th month, and concern grows that the conflict is spreading across the Middle East. Hamas and Iran have both accused Israel of carrying out the assassination and have pledged to retaliate against their enemy. However, Israel has not claimed responsibility for the death nor denied it. Haniyeh was laid to rest in a cemetery in the city of Lusail after a funeral ceremony at the Imam Mohammed ibn Abd al-Wahhab Mosque in Qatar's capital, Doha. Mourners at the ceremony included Khaled Mashal, who is tipped to be the new Hamas leader. Other senior Hamas officials and Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani also attended.
As up for the 2024-25 season, fans are buzzing with anticipation over the exciting new signings and strategic moves that promise to add fresh dynamics to the competition. From high-profile transfers to emerging talents, clubs across the league have been busy strengthening their squads, aiming for glory. Arsenal's addition of Ricardo Calafiori, Aston Villa's acquisition of Amadou Onana, and Chelsea's capture of Kenan Dewsbury Hall are just a few examples of the transformative signings that are set to make waves. This season is shaping up to be a spectacle of skill, strategy, and surprises, with every match day offering a potential game changer. The Premier League summer transfer window has seen an influx of talents that promises to redefine team dynamics and elevate the level of competition. Meanwhile, the 2024 summer transfer window for the Premier League opened on June 14 and will close at 11 p.m. UK time on Friday, August 30. The first game of the season, match day 1, set to kick off on the weekend of August 17 and 18, 2024. Final round of games will be played on May 25, 2025. All matches will kick off at the same time. Fans are counting down the days until the action begins. And that's it for Biscon TV Sport News.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching Biscon Television News. Now to entertainment news. Nigerian actress Regina Daniels has found herself on the wrong side of the court of public opinion after speaking against violence during the ongoing nationwide End Bad Governance protest. It all began on the first day of nationwide protest, August 1st, 2024, when Daniels took to her social media page to address Nigerians. In the video she posted, she condemned acts of violence being perpetrated on the protest grounds and urged for peace. Though well-intended, her video was met with disapproval from countless Nigerians who told her to take the video down. Others slammed Daniels for speaking on the protest while being married to wealthy Nigerian politician Senator Ned Nwoko. Cancelled all of her forthcoming tour dates, saying she has to focus on her physical health and overall well-being. Welcome back to Biscon Television News. Now to the major points of the news. We'll combat illicit financial flows, says President Tinubu. Military vows to take action if protest escalates. In business news, Dangote refinery to gulp 1.7 trillion naira crude monthly, report shows. On the foreign scene, slain Hamas leader Haniyeh buried in Qatar amid vows of revenge against Israel. And in the world of sport, clubs release new signings as fans anticipate 2024 and 2025 Premier League season. And that's the news on Biscon Television, compiled and produced by Tomiloba Abala.
No Berlin Conference, meaning no side talks. Let us focus here. let us focus. When we had a press conference, when we addressed the press here, one of the very first points that I made is that the world and the Nigerian people must hold President Tinubu and Governor Sanwo-Olu accountable should any harm come to any protesters, whether by the police or by any kind.
There was no altercation between protesters and the police. Let me make this clear. Protesters gathered here as early as 7 a.m. and have cordially worked with the police right until now, organizing the protest peacefully as it was yesterday. Up until a few moments ago, we saw, unfortunately, some thugs, or a number of thugs, about 25 or more than 25 of them, walk majestically past policemen, armed policemen, walk majestically past them, about to infiltrate the crowd and cause harm to peaceful protesters. I say this and let it be on record that the Nigerian police stood watching them and they passed. One of them even threatened the media and threatened me that I was going to be beheaded, and the media is going to be beheaded one day for covering protests. Protest is a civic duty.
At the center of our agitation here, at the center of our agitation here is the right to free speech. Even if you do not agree, the person has the right to express.
Yes.
Is that so? Do we agree to that?
Yes.
So it's on that basis that I will bring in the Assistant Commissioner for Police. Let him make his point. And then
protection. Rest assured that will not hurt you.
Thank you.
We are brothers.
Thank you.
We are friends.
Thank you.
We are your fathers.
Thank
we are
you.
your brothers.
Thank you.
It's written on his shirt.
Please, let us maintain peace. I will tell you, let us maintain peace. We are Nigerians. We should love this country. And we should do everything possible to ensure that there is peace and unity in Nigeria. I have no regret being a Nigerian. So please, let us maintain peace. The Commissioner of Police. I want to appeal to you again. Please, let us move into the park. Because people are calling us now, they are going to be stopped because of accidents. You are safe. You are safe there. We are providing security for you there. I assure you that
we're trying to reach a compromise, just for the safety of our protesters. So we don't want any lives lost in Lagos, and we're trying to ensure that we reach a reasonable middle point, for the sake of security, nothing more than that. That is our fear at the moment, because even restricting us here raises questions, suspicion. You can add from the sentiment of some of the protesters here. They've been making reservation over it that they don't feel comfortable with it. Of course, no one can decide. The people have the final say in this, in deciding what is good for them.
Thank God you mentioned the name Gani Fawehinmi. Gani Fawehinmi is an epitome of justice in Nigeria, as far as Nigeria is concerned and to the world. And one thing is, in Gani's spirit, Nigerians are protesting, to have access to the public places, and this is part of the public places. So that's why I think we can't be pushed into the park here. It will look as though we are holding a carnival. There are very important demands. One of the demands is to see that, fuel subsidy is brought back, just as the government scrapped it off the appropriation bill in 2023, and consequently President Tinubu declared it immediately he assumed office, and that has caused Nigerians to be ravaged in poverty. And for this reason, the people are calling that the president should, take a U-turn, because we know he can actually do that.
For me personally, I disagree. But the law, as it stands now, is the order of Justice Ogundare of the Lagos State High Court restricting the protest to just 2 places in Lagos State, which is the Freedom Park, Gani Fahimi Freedom Park, where we presently are, Gani Fahimi Park and the Freedom Park. So that has been said and that's settled. And it's unfortunate that once there's a judgment of the court, it is in the interest of rule of law and the interest of the Constitution that we all obey the orders of the court. But for me personally, I actually find it very, very absurd. Because are we trying to say by the order of that court, somebody cannot stand in front of his house in Lagos State to protest? For me, I think that is wrong. Also, now that all members of Lagos, all citizens or indigenes of Lagos State, more than 22 of law to say that it is in the best interest of all of us to ensure that we abide by this order until we appeal the order and the courts give a contrary decision, which I think the court will definitely give eventually.
I want you all to please take your minds out of this musical conjunction and put your minds into any goddamn church, any goddamn mosque, any goddamn festica.
Jonathan Pedro, we lose here. I'm not to start from there. From there, we will overtake all Nigeria. We are starting to
gbọ́dọ̀ wà níbẹ̀ ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ fi ìjọ jọ́ọ̀ṣì wo ló ń lọ ṣé muslim ni àbí christian àwọn ọmọ wà ní wọ́n sùn adẹ̀ní kọ́ lọ kàwé èyí náà lẹ́dẹ̀ sọ wípé káwọn ọmọ ṣáà láwọn ọmọ tó lè bọ́ wa ni àwọn ọmọ tó lè bọ́ wa ń sìn wọ́n ti ń sùn lé àwa la ti ń kọ́ wọn nínú pension kékeré tàkà they are just tired epo òṣèrà a lè dá a lè bá ara mọ́tò báwọn ọmọ ra mọ́tò fún wa gan wọn ò lè sábìsì ẹ̀ àwọn ò lè sábìsì ẹ̀ ló lè tó yìí.
síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ àwa tún kọ́ra ìsìn olókùúta pé àjẹ bẹ́tẹ̀ àtúrọ́mọ́ra ẹ̀wà ta ló ń jẹ̀wà tẹ́lẹ̀ dìríkà ẹ̀wà is 2,800 ẹbí ọmọ tálíkà ló fẹ́ lọ ra dìríkà ẹ̀wà tẹ́ bá ní pé ẹ fẹ́ lọ ra ẹ̀wà nílé àwọn tó ti sà wọn ò ní ta ẹ̀wà 200 níbi tó wọ́ wọn ti lè jẹ́ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti 500 tí wọ́n bá ta àmọ̀lá 500 fún wà láyé ọmọ ọjọ́ àparí àmọ̀lá 500 kí wọ́n là fún ẹ má sọ yẹn oúnjẹ ló tẹ́lẹ̀ là ń sọ pé ẹni tí ṣe mú olówó ló mu gàrí Tinubu gẹ́gẹ́ lè mú olówó ló mu.
Oh Jesus. Okay, should reduce the price of things. Aside food, what do you want the government to do? What do you want the government to do apart from the food?
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Share, please. Share. Like and share. Let us go viral, please, guys. And people of fun. Thank you. Please, like and share, please. Like and share, please. Like and share, please, guys. Ẹ bukú lọ fà. Ìyá yín náà Ọjọ́ta ló ń pè bí. Èkó ló ń pè bí Ọjọ́ta.
Have everything
Guys, please share.
Definitely get live and direct here. You just live and
Please share, please, guys.
All the people. We have everything.
These guys, like and share, please. Like and share, please.
I want to thank every one of you that have gathered to demand an end to bad governance. I want to let you know that when the story of Nigeria will be told, history will remember you for taking a stand. You know, I always say one thing, and I'm happy that our fellow Nigerians, the officers of the law, are here and they are listening. I can see police officers, I can see our fellow citizens, some civil defense, from the labor.
If we not be men we sabi, we no go vote any other person. We no go vote. If we not be PDP, we no go vote any other party. We no go vote. That's why you go down low man we sabi.
It's the news hour on Biscon Television. I'm Stella Opara. Thank you for joining us again. First, the headlines. On the national scene, we'll combat illicit financial flows, says President Tinubu. Military vows to take action if protest escalates. In business news, Dangote refinery to gulp 1.7 trillion naira crude monthly, report shows. On the foreign scene, slain Hamas leader Haniyeh buried in Qatar amid vows of revenge against Israel. And in the world of sports, clubs release new signings as fans anticipate 2024 and 2025 Premier League season. Now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu has vowed to work with the Global Financial Action Task Force to combat illicit financial flows. In an address at the African Caucus meeting in Abuja, the president, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, also said that poverty and inequalities had widened the gap between Africa and other regions of the world, a situation he said required urgent actions. The president stressed the need for a robust human capital development on the continent with a view to Barrow Delta Forum, PANDEF, led by the South-South leader, Chief Edwin, ethnic youth organizations, community-based and civil society groups, as well as activists, ex-agitators, and youths in general, for maintaining peace in the Niger Delta region during the nationwide protests. In a statement on Friday by its National Publicity Secretary, Dr. Ken Robinson, PANDEF said in light of reports of looting, destruction and loss of lives in some parts of the country, PANDEF urges the protesters in some states of the region to end their protest to prevent criminal elements from hijacking the process and causing disruptions to the relative peace in the region. The group further called on government at all levels to take necessary and urgent steps to address the difficulties. Citizens' bad governance protest gained momentum across the country on its second day. Protesters in Lagos State regrouped outside Gani Fawayemi Freedom Park and continued to push forward their demands, despite initial frictions with police and other groups who attempted to confine them within the